Today's drama has been totally different for me. Few days before, when Brother Yogesh said that, Sister, would you like to address on this topic this Wednesday? My intellect was very plain. No plan for how this day is going to be unveiled. But then, when even this morning, I thought whole day I'll be in silence and I would prepare myself. But drama has been totally different. So I had to answer certain things, and I just entered Global House dot sharp when I have to enter 10 minutes before the program. By 5:20, I really apologize for making all of you wait for a few minutes and this delay. Yes, I had I wanted to give a lot of time for preparing, but then eventually I gave a very little time, but then I studied this Avyakt Murli, and exactly it is not the Murli, it is called the message. When Baba became Avyakt, Brahma Baba, when he became Avyakt in 1969, that is January 22nd, this message that I read is a very short one, but it is about the plain intellect. And so here Baba has, I would like to share these things you might really enjoy. You know, the messenger, the sister has taken the bhog to subtle region, and Baba said that, why did you come late? Then the sister who took the bhog said that, Baba, I didn't come late. This is a time that you have your lunch with the children when you were in Sakar. Then Baba said, yes, when I was with the children, eating with the children, I follow children's time, that is between 1 and 1:30 p.m. But I'm not there now. You should be coming early. I think that's the reason the bhog time during the lunch hours would be between 12 and 12:30 in every center now. And after this correction, Baba has told the sister, step into the ocean, and immediately there was a scene of big ocean in front, and Baba said that, come in the center of the ocean. And so Baba said that, keep walking and observe. And Baba put two boats into the center, in the center of the ocean. One boat was rocking and then got sink. It sank into the water. The other one was rocking but got stabilized later. And Baba said, child, these are the children whose intellect was playing and who surrendered their intellect, and those who has given the hand and company of the intellect into Baba's hands, their boat of life can never shake. And those who haven't given the hand of the intellect into Baba's hand, then their boat will certainly sink. And after speaking that, Baba said, I would like to read it as it is, as it holds a lot of weight and power. Continue to go to the depth of the teachings that you have received from Bap-Dada through corporeal form. Now do not forget and do not remember to taste the yajna food in the subtle region. Baba said that it tastes the same, though the food has come from the corporeal world, but it is yajna food, it really tastes the same in the subtle region also, Baba said. Baba has created this game in a practical way. The children whose boat of their life is with the Father will not shake. You are now moving in the middle of the ocean of tests. So there are a lot of test papers which are about to come. So the boats of the life of those who have the connection, that is, who have their hand in Bab Dada's hand, will neither shake nor sink. If you children continue to move along considering this to be a play of the drama, you will not fluctuate. Baba says, those whose hand and company of the intellect is slack will continue to rock. This is why children have to pay special attention to keep the hand of the intellect strongly in Baba's hand. So, this is a very short message, but then in this message, Baba spoke about surrendering the intellect, that is, giving the hand of the intellect in Baba's hands. So now, giving the hand of the intellect into Baba's hand is like is possible when we have that plain intellect. We all came to Baba. Everyone has their own journey, everyone has their own story. And everyone has different types of intellects, different totally. But then after coming to Baba, we understood how important it is to stabilize the intellect by considering the self as a soul and connect to Baba. And this is an effort. And so we have been making this effort. So over a period of time, we will attain this plain intellect. Plain intellect can only be attained after making an effort by recognizing the secrets of time, the secrets of drama. As Baba says that this is a play, this is a drama. I created this game, but instead of seeing these secrets of game, how I created, you got stuck with the game only. So we need to go beyond the game as we understand that it is time for me to recognize Baba as he is what he is, and also to recognize my own part in this whole big game. Coming to the plan, Baba's plan is not separate from each other. It is a plan to create golden age, and for which he has come to transform us, purify us, liberate us from Ravan, Satan. But he would be able to do this only with those who understand and are interested to offer themselves to be part of this plan. Each one has their own part to recognize. Each one has their own time to realize and to be part of this plan. I was discussing this because from afternoon, I was with Sarla Didi, who is the in charge of one subzone of Ahmedabad. And we were discussing on the same aspect. When I asked Didi, is Baba having separate plan for each and every soul, Brahmin soul? She said, no, Baba doesn't have a separate plan for each and every one. Baba's plan is one, universal plan. But when we connect, then we will be able to reveal that plan to everyone. So to understand God's plan and my role is also a choice. We need to make a decision. Should I be the one? Then, after this, all types of efforts we have to make. Efforts of being in soul conscious stage, practicing being an angel, walking, moving, working, looking, talking, eating, sleeping, angel. So it's a practice. So day-to-day life, I've been just observing ever since I've come from past 3 weeks here. I've been observing because here there is no much demand because I'm not caught up with the responsibilities. In the center in Nigeria, morning to night, there are plenty things and the roles that Baba enables me to play in the service field, and I'm here in UK. So when there is an invitation, I go and play my part. But otherwise, I have time for self-reflection and self-dialogue. So I'm the soul looking at This I am the soul eating. So there's a conscious practice. And this practice has helped me to declutter, to detox the mind and intellect deeply. Whereas the intellect was holding so many things, responsibilities, routine, and so much of programs, projects, but there is no such burden of all of those things. So the intellect is light now as I practice self dialogue. I understand here that self dialogue, as much as possible, though we are in our busy routine schedule, we can make time, not separately, but whatever we are doing in between consciously, we can connect with the self and we can say to ourselves, who am I? I'm a point of light in between the forehead. I'm the one who is looking through these eyes. I'm the one who is hearing these things. These are very simple practices, but these practices help us to experience an elevated stage inside. So with that stage, the intellect gets decluttered. And also, when we start practicing soul consciousness, and very um, the very proof that our intellect is getting plain is that we'll be pulled to be stabilizing our intellect to a seed stage. So all these practices of bodiless seed stage is possible, and they are the proof that the intellect is now getting clean, clear, and plain. Once it is plain, now it is very much charged. The one which is plain is fully charged, and only listening to Baba and looking to Baba in the mind, in the intellect, and also receiving the signals of Baba, whether it is these signals about the future, about the present, about others, about the whole unlimited story. We receive these signals and we will be able to align ourselves to that unlimited need of the hour. So here, when my intellect is plain, I understand God's plan much more clearly. And also, plain intellect is a clean intellect. It shall not create any negative thoughts about anybody. And at the same time, this plain intellect is a very honest intellect. Honest with the self, honest with Baba, and honest with everybody. This plain intellect doesn't need any entertainment from the worldly experiences of materialism. This plain intellect helps us to have one aim and objective, to be part of a higher purpose. Baba's plan for me will be able to understand clearly when not only I have a plain intellect, at the same time, I choose my path to be the right hand to Baba. To be right hand to Baba means Baba's task is my task. Baba's thoughts and vision is my thoughts and vision. Baba's action is my, whatever Baba is I am also able to create the similar types of thoughts, vibrations, and hold the same vision for the world at large and also for myself. So here I become a judge for myself. Then I create a wonderful opportunity for myself to choose to be, not to be, to do, not to do. So it's not out of any interest or likes or dislikes or desires, but I make choices on the basis of Shrimat. So, this is a very important thing. The hand and company of the intellect means it is the Srimad. The Srimad is the hand, Srimad is the company. So, the more I stick on to the Srimad, and Srimad says, as a Brahmin, how should be my daily routine? Because everything is based on the basics. That is, it's based on my routine. How is the morning? What is the quality of my Amrit Vela? What is the quality of my connection? Am I just waking up because I have to wake up at 4 o'clock as a BK? No, I'm waking up for a purpose. So the more I have this feeling for my self progress, then the Srimad becomes more deeper and easier for me to practice it at that deeper level. Srimad becomes my companion. Srimad is my guide. Srimad is my director. So it's like following Srimad is having Baba always as a constant companion. The more we are as per the Srimad, that is Brahman life, means a life which is as per Srimad. So again, what is a Brahmin? Is just the four things should be there. Number one, Brahma Muhurat, that is Amrit Vela. Number two, Brahma Jnana, that is Baba's most elevated versions, that is Murli. Number three, Brahma Bhojan, always whatever is cooked, offer to Baba and let the vibrations be in the food and eat with lot of happiness in Baba's company. The fourth is Brahmacharya, that is purity. Now you can take this into any level. Purity, celibacy, chastity, all of this, no waste thoughts at all is also complete purity. No attachment, no addiction, no attraction is purity. So to an extent where you are having a normal life but practices as per the Srimad. So with all these four things, I, the Brahman, move ahead as a simple person, as an ordinary human being in the world, taking care of the routine and responsibilities, but then my way of dealing things, my way of doing things is totally spiritual. So there is total balance of between mind, intellect, and sanskars. Between what am I thinking, between what am I thinking and what am I doing and what am I speaking. All the three will be aligned properly. And I'm okay with everything. I'm also just okay with everything that, and those who are not okay with me as well. Understanding the complete drama, this complete story, having an unlimited picture, total picture in the mind. I don't blame anybody. Plain intellect means no blame, no guilt, no justification, no excuses. And be a judge for yourself at the same time. Forgive the self for the mistakes happened. Knowingly, unknowingly, I wouldn't say that is part of devotion. But yes, without attention, whatever we did, just let's forgive ourselves. I talk like this with myself. Anywhere I messed up in my 4 Bs of being a Brahmin, then I have to just forgive and immediately bring this correction as per the Srimad. If the quality of my Amrit Vela is not okay, then immediately I have to set it right. For that, before I sleep, I have to write a letter to Baba and have nice heart-to-heart conversation with Baba with lot of love so that my morning is set. And then when the morning is set, and I'm so grateful, with that gratitude, I continue the whole day. It's not just one time wonder, isn't it? The remembrance is not one time wonder. Today my Amrit Vela is very good. There's no guarantee that tomorrow it will be good. Yes. Sorry for, I thought I'm going very slow, but I'm sorry.
Don't
So it
worry.
is.
Yeah, just be a little bit slower, but it's fine, I think.
Thank you. Thank you, sister. And if you want to really make the process a little bit quick or intense, then the addition would be extra study of Murli, not just in the morning. And while even listening to Murli, whether we are reading or listening in the morning, the first Murli, a plain intellect would have more receiving power of godly versions. A plain intellect will have more power to hold on those godly versions for a longer period of time. And a plain intellect will have more power to apply those godly versions in due course of the day. In each and every action, the jewels will be popping up in the mind, in the intellect. And so they keep not just repeating from the mouth, but at the same time will be realizing in the mind that this is how it has to be. And they would enjoy each and every jewel has an amount of joy, spiritual joy that can bring the moment you repeat in your intellect. And intellect is also about seeing, isn't it? Intellect is a visionary. So when you listen to Murli, not just listening, when we try to see Murli, it becomes a great experience. In the whole day, you just have to repeat the experience. The more I repeat, I accumulate so much of experience. That becomes a power. It gives authenticity. It gives authority. So once we have the authority of the experience, then it is very easy to practice. Being in Baba's company, to practice surrendering intellect, to practice considering oneself as a soul and having the vision, spiritual vision towards everyone. And so, in this whole path, experiencing Baba's company constantly is what is more important because it's a relationship with the invisible. And that's why it is very dicey and very easy, slippery. It can, this moment we experience, next moment there is no guarantee. So in this relationship, we have to have number one is connection, communication, constant communication in the mind, Baba, Baba, Baba. And number two is also based on a relationship. Now, Baba is my father. Baba is my teacher. Baba is my guide. So these three relationships, normally, Baba specifies in every Murli, almost. But then, apart from these three, there are plenty other relationships we have. If the mind is having a difficulty in connecting with the Supreme Baba, then mind is connecting with other things. Simple logic. If it is not able to connect up, it is connecting here in the horizontal level, in this game, in this drama of life. So why is it getting connecting? Maybe there is a benefit, maybe there is some sukh, some happiness, some pleasure the intellect is receiving to whichever, wherever, whomever it is getting connected. Perishable love, materialistic happiness, limited happiness. So it is receiving something or other wherever it is getting connected. So I need to figure it out. Do I need this perishable, limited, materialistic love, peace, happiness, joy, whatever I'm receiving here? Am I okay with it? If not, I should not be behind all of these things. I should make my intellect powerful, strong, not to get caught up into this limited attainments and entertainments. So if I want that unlimited joy, super sensuous joy, and Almighty Baba's company, then I need to connect my intellect there. So when I make time to connect the intellect with Baba and experience the attainments from Baba, I need to make these memories, these experiences so profound that that should inspire me to connect again and again. Because in this connection, the thirst and hunger of the soul is quenched completely. Apart from that, a new memory is created, and the faith grows and becomes more powerful. So, whatever I need in life, I know if it is from up, then it is complete. Otherwise, I'm receiving from everywhere, but it is not giving me the feeling of completeness. Then we become ordinary human beings, chasing between things and running between cause and effect. So it's time for us to make an effort to pull out the intellect from the materialism and connect to Baba. By talking to the intellect, can we talk to the mind and intellect? Because we are beyond, we are master of the mind. As a soul, being of light, master of this body, not just of this body, physical organs. At the same time, I am the soul, I'm the master of the mind, intellect, and resolves. In this way, I can, as a master, as a mother, I can nurture the intellect and I can explain to my intellect there is much more benefit than here. Let's try once again, maybe just for 5 minutes. We just have to talk with a lot of love and say only few minutes, not even 5 minutes. Once it tastes and start getting charged with that sweet energy, then it will not say, now enough, let's go back to that materialism. No, it will not tell us. So we just need to give that experience. And that too, we should take frequent intervals, not just morning weighted meditation and in the night before we sleep, good night, good morning meditation. Now in between as well. Make small, small spaces. Not necessary that we have to sit in that space. Maybe we are traveling in the train, in the car, on the road walking. I won't say while walking you keep meditating, but it will, if it keeps you alert, then you can continue. But the alertness on the road is important. That's why mobiles are also discouraged. So here, all of these things also connected with our food. As is the food, so is the mind. Food over mind, mind over food is a very serious formula. And we can't really do anything in this. We just have to follow the formula. As in some of the dishes, you have to put only this much of this ingredient, this much of this ingredient. As per the recipe, if we follow, then the food, then the dish will be really up to the mark. And it will be baked accurate and nice. It would be tasty and everybody would appreciate and we will get good wishes. But if we mess up with the measurements, what will happen? It will not come out in that way. It's not with every dish, but few of the dishes we cannot mess up with the measurements. We just have to put accurately. In the same way, here also, this mind over food, food over mind, these are accurate formulas. We can't mess up by saying that, there's this brother when we asked, is a Kumar, small one, how are you? How is your meditation going on? What did you eat today? I only eat as per Srimad. I said, very, very good. What did you eat? Well, I ate everything inside my house only, but I bought it from outside. So,
There is some problem with some microphone. I think you can continue.
Thank you. So the food is bought outside and been offered to Baba. And he was thinking that anything outside but offered inside home is now pure. Well, it is a good feeling, but it has to be made by the self with us, Baba's remembrance. Outside food has outside vibrations, isn't it? Well, now a lot of food material is half cooked and sold as well. Now, to what extent you can just think about it, and as per your possibilities, wherever you are residing, and however it is convenient to you, you minimize outside stuff, cooked, half cooked, or fully, whatever. Just enjoy the pleasure, give this opportunity to cook something for our beloved Baba. See, a relationship will be enhanced more. The love and care between the souls will increase if you cook something, if you spend more time. Because here, what happens is when we cook, we are cooking in remembrance. And then we offer bhog to Baba, spending that more time. Anything happens. This also is another law here, karma bhog. Karma bhog, whatever happens in life, maybe there's a lot of sorrow, there are a lot of problems, there are a lot of challenges, or in terms of one's own body, or in terms of relationships or situations, however might be the challenge, in whichever way it might be. But this particular logic works very nice. Offer bhog to Baba continuously, and we will certainly overcome all of those issues. I'm talking about these things very practically. There are many who have such experiences. Any problem, sit with Baba, offer bhog to Baba, eat Baba's bhog. So then eventually, gradually, you will see the problem is getting faded away or resolved, full and final. So it's a relationship with Baba. It's actually a magical relationship with Baba. Every time you do anything to, especially for this relationship with Baba, something magic happens. And it cannot be explained. You will experience and you will appreciate. And then you will come to know, oh, Baba, this is your plan. Thank you so much. This is how I learned. This is how you are teaching me. And this is how you're making me capable to be right hand to you. So Baba makes us capable, isn't it? We have a lot of capacities in Lokik, but after becoming and starting an alokik life, a spiritual life, our capacities are different. How? Because in all our capacities, Baba's remembrance and Baba's presence is there. With God, everything is good and great. Are we done with the time? We have more time, isn't it?
Yes, we have 10, 15 minutes, yes.
Great.
We
Thank you.
don't have any questions yet, so you can continue. It's
Thank
very
you.
nice what you share.
Thank you so much. It's just out of my heart and out of little experiences on the basis of little experiments that I've been doing with Baba. So here, yes, earlier days, and now sometimes, honestly, I'm sharing, every Monday I was having silence. And after that Monday is gone, on only Baba Milan Day, I was practicing silence, total day silence. And earlier, I was working with a company as a legal advisor. And so on that particular Baba Milan Day, there would be office and special meetings and all. I would tell Baba, please help me. I should not break the silence. And then in those days, 25 years before, I haven't seen any silence badge in Madhuban as well. So I couldn't buy anything. I just used to write and stick something silence, peace. And so, and that day, there are a lot of challenges and test papers will come. The driver would not be there, the car will not work, and I have to take a public transport. And then I can't say where I'm going. I just give money and they just look into it and they would see maybe I'm deaf or dumb. And so they would just cut a ticket and give me quietly. My silence is really taken care. And after going to office as well, they would just see and things most complicated things and meetings would become so easy. And they would agree for all of that things very easily without my intervention and speaking. They would say, all is very well, and everything would go on smooth. And I would return home, take shower, and sit for Baba's meeting. So I experienced, really, Baba has given me this experience that if we create a determined thought, then no obstacle can really break our practices in the intellect. So in plain intellect is a determined, powerful intellect. It is only interested to catch the signal from God, and it is not troubled by anybody's vibration around, whether it is negative, whether it is waste, whether it is positive, whatever type of vibration it might be. That plain intellect is just above the vibrations of the material world and is seeking the vibrations of God always. And so the plain intellect has no fear, no worry, no stress, no tension, no confusion, and no mistakes. Plain intellect is like the stage of Trikaldarshi. Trikaldarshi is the one who is a seer of the three aspects of time. And then no question and no problem. They are very strong, stable within, highly balanced stage, spiritually balanced stage. So everyone not just want to have the plain intellect, but they already have it. Once you remember Baba, then the levels, inner energy levels of the intellect will become plain and balanced. There is no pull towards any one thing or other. There is no pull towards any weaknesses as well. It's not always about outside. Many a times it is about inside, our inner feelings and inner likes and dislikes and desires, inner emotions. All of these things try to attack the intellect. These are one side. The other things are the vices. Vices are not that many very strongly attacking nowadays. Brahmins are almost, they are overcoming the majority of the vices because lust and greed and attachment and all of these things have become quite less. But these little emotions and all of those things are a bit high. Yeah, the laziness one is also a subject that we have to deal with it. After having complete knowledge, clarity in each and every aspect, being very regular to Murli and also doing Avyat Murli study, what really can slack the practices or make the Brahmin lazy is this laziness only. The little laziness, oh, we know about it, we will do anyway. That type of laziness is very, very biggest enemy for a Brahmin. So a Brahmin should appreciate his daily routine, not to miss anything. Once we miss second time, third time, then that becomes a sanskar. And it is so easy when it becomes a sanskar, you can't really do much about it. And we find justifications to support our lazy sanskars, our carelessness. So in order to not to go into that path, we should really recover ourselves in time. Once mistake is done, let it be only once. Come back and pamper yourself. If we are repeating the mistake, which means that we are very happy repeating the mistake, we are okay with the mistake, we like to do that mistake, some sort of soft corner towards those things, and we are enjoying. It is giving me an entertainment to be lazy, to be careless. That is a very dangerous thing for a Brahmin. So I, the soul, mistake committed once, after realization, saying sorry, writing a letter. A sorry letter is very, 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 very useful. Write a sorry letter, then a love letter. Immediately after a sorry, say, Baba, I love you too much. And so I am not doing it again, no matter what. Whatever it is, maybe a thought which has come, which is against the Srimad, if we realize, then surrender it to Baba. Whatever comes up in the mind and the intellect, surrender it to Baba. The more you surrender, you're removing things, you're decluttering, and the intellect is bound to become plain. And when the intellect becomes plain, then what the intellect can do? It can only execute Baba's plan. Otherwise, the intellect's plans are too much. The basic duty or the characteristic feature of the intellect is to discern and decide, isn't it? So the decisions made or the law on the basis of which we discern things of good, bad, right, wrong, true, false, all of those things, we will not be caught up into it, because a plain intellect is beyond good, bad, beyond right, wrong, beyond true, false, beyond yes and no. And when we are beyond that, then the intellect will be very powerful. When you go beyond what is there in beyond, what is there in beyond? Baba is there, Paramdham is there, unlimited family is there, the star world in Paramdham, and the true love, true father, true family, everything is there, isn't it? So then we will have that attraction towards unlimited. That's when we understand that my role is to be connected to the unlimited. So, what's Baba's plan? We know. And to me, as the topic says, plan for me, plan for you, is God is also planning something for you. Actually, he has a bigger and better plan, universal plan. And he wants to make all of us part of his plan, because there is so much benefit in the future. Now we become part of his plan, and we're going to reap the results, the benefits for 21 births, for the whole cycle, and cycle after cycle, every cycle. Isn't it very, very good deal? So what do we have to do? Now, we have to do anything now. That's it. We can't postpone. So anything, no postponement. You want to love God now. Amrit Vela, okay, today did not happen, no problem. There is always a tomorrow. There is always an opportunity. If we are honest in our practices and communication with Baba, Baba always forgives and helps us to progress well. Couple of days before, Baba said in the Murli, there's no forgiveness. I don't forgive anybody. Well, that is true. If Baba is forgiving, then he has to forgive to everyone, isn't it? But our realization helps us to not to repeat the mistake, at the same time to realize and take power from Baba and heal ourselves and move ahead in this path, not get disheartened, not to, oh, I did a lot of mistake, oh, this was not good, oh, I did not have a better experience. So when we get into these things, we discourage ourselves in this path, in this life. So we need to constantly encourage ourselves and be
Guatami,
enthusiastic.
yeah, I there is a question here, and it
Yes.
has to do with Amrit Vela. You
Mm.
mentioned about Amrit Vela a lot, and this sister is asking, do you plan when you sit in Amrit Vela, or you just sit and be bodiless, etc.? How do you spend that hour? How can that be different every day? Is it the same every day? What she is asking, how you do it yourself. How do
Myself.
you? Okay.
Thank you. There is this class that I heard of Dadi Gulzar about Amritvela especially. And that short class, Dadi Gulzar said very powerful and very straight away, clear points. She said in Amritvela, you don't really plan to do some mental exercises. You don't do 5 forms, Panch Swarup, 5 forms, Brahman, angel, deity, all these, you don't do it. You don't go around and do all of those things. So the techniques of meditations, different level of types of meditation, practice of self-respect, all these things you will not do in Amritvela. Amritvela is meant to be having a powerful connection. I am a soul and I am with Baba. No much chit chat also. That's what Dadi said, and I practice that. But at times, if at all, the body is very tired or your mind is not getting connected, no concentration levels are not accurate, or the body is not okay, suffering with some illness, then you find a method where you boost up your enthusiasm. You don't get back to your sleep or whatever might be. You just have to boost up your enthusiasm so that you can be alert in your connection and experience the attainment. Amrit Vela is very good for these things. So what I do personally, yes, I practice what Dadi says. So initially I played 2-3 songs about Amrit Vela. We all know 3:30. Jago, Jago, Baba's traffic control songs are there. And after that, I would play one song which can really help me to have that emotional bond with Baba. Well, you can have your own method, but this is what I do. Normally, soon after that traffic control, because many times in Madhuban, this traffic control song of 3:30 has given me a lot of good experiences. I wake up at 3, get ready, and then slowly move on. By 3:30, I would reach, after going to Baba's room and all, I would reach by 3:30 into the hall. And so that has given me a very good experience. So whenever I hear that song, I immerse those memories, comes up that I'm in Madhuban. That's it. And from Madhuban, I just have to go to Paramdham. So it makes things easy. Once the intellect goes to Madhuban, and it's very easy to connect. And that's one, but not every day. Play one nice song which can really connect you emotionally, and then you stabilize in that stage of I am a being of light, and connect to Baba and just take light from Baba. I am light, he is light. Both are point of lights, and I am absorbing Baba's divine light. I don't figure it out whether it is the light of peace, light of happiness, light of love, light of wisdom. I don't really figure it out like that. I would just feel that I'm a soul, I'm a point of light. I the soul, that's it. And then he is the father. Yes, the relationship certainly I would connect. He is my father. He's one point of light. He's my father, and I'm absorbing all his light. And then in that stage, I experience bodiless totally. And this is a wonderful soul consciousness and also God's love. All God's love, God's peace. I feel lightness, double light stage. All those stages is just an experience, not an practice over there. So as long as possible, just sit and practice. Sometimes it slips out, that stage, like a seed stage, it slips out, and then you have to come back. Just come back, not a problem. And don't get upset with yourself if you're not able to stabilize yourself in that stage. Come back again with a lot of love. Because the 63 births impressions are more, and they're pulling out, isn't it? Never mind. So with lot of love, come back. Be gentle with yourself. Have great love. Forgive yourself, no problem. If it is not happening, let's try once again. But yes, if this particular practice it becomes intense when you practice this in between, in the whole day as well, and before you sleep. Because Amrit Vela is not practiced at Amrit Vela. For a powerful Amrit Vela, it is done all through the day, and especially before we sleep. What type of thought, what is our consciousness before we sleep? Are we closing down all those issues? Are we resolving everything from the mind, putting a full stop to the daily, whatever routine we had and the interactions we had? Did I surrender everything to Baba, whether by writing a letter or surrendering with a verbal form, sitting in meditation, and then surrendering everything and taking Baba's love and connecting to your unlimited self, to your own, spiritual self. And then the plan, this is just a game. It is part of this thing. Now my aim is I have to become complete, perfect like Baba and return home, claim the complete inheritance and come back in his creation. So this is an unlimited thing. So that should be constantly in the mind as well, at least before sleep, at least while having food. If anything, important task, if we believe this is very important task, in that task, bring the unlimited task in the mind and say, see, this one is more important and it is of priority. And see the unlimited task and then perform the limited tasks. So it's like It's like they have a slogan, isn't it? Think globally and act locally. It's like that.